Okay, so for tonight, what we are going to do right now is get our meat ready to marinate. We are going to make some steak fajitas with some peppers and onions, and then we're going to use some boxed rice because my children really like a particular brand that we use, along with some of our homemade pinto beans. So right now I'm going to take our beef. I like to use stir fry meat when I do that, because it's really nice and tender. The stew meat is not as tender, so I found that anytime I ever use this, it never lets me down ever. So I had bought this the other day, so we are going to separate this, marinate it. We're going to use 2 different kinds of hot sauce. This will just be for the adults. The children will not eat this because it's going to be too spicy for them. We'll just make them ground beef later for their tacos and fajitas. But we're going to use the Hellfire hot sauce, the Devil Blend, and then we are also going to use our Hellfire zombie snot. So literally I'm going to separate the meat, put them in some baggies, and then add our marinade hot sauce basically, and then add the hot sauce, and then a few more spices. Not anything crazy though, because just don't really need a lot. So I do about half. So the other day we marinated our pork ribs, and they actually turned out really, really good. That's like so half and half. I will be labeling these because later these will be very hot. So we're gonna do zombie and just the Devil Blend. So we are going to get in our cabinet. Do a little onion powder. I picked this up the other day. It's just like a garlic pepper. I haven't tried it before, but we're going to try it. I honestly feel like that's all I want to add to it, just because the other stuff will have enough spice in it. So we're going to add a little bit of our adobo spice. Like I said before, we use this on everything because we really, really enjoy it. It's good for fish, it's good for meat, it's good for vegetables, just pretty much anything. This I literally just bought yesterday. Never had it before. This smells really good. See, I love garlic and my husband loves pepper, so we'll see. We're literally just completely eyeballing this. You're gonna kind of know how much. Yes, baby.
I have ice and water.
Yeah, and
I want tiny ice with no water.
Okay. So this one is our Devil Blend. So I'm not gonna add a ton. Here, wait, I'm gonna put seasoning do have a little bit of Worcestershire sauce as well. Everybody's favorite word. So, put just, I don't want to put too much, it's so hot. Ooh. Because we can use more too when we cook it later. So. Plus my husband really likes to eat this stuff, so I don't want to like use so much of it that he doesn't have any left. So. Woo! Spicy. So, that's nice and marinated. This one's gonna be hotter, I can tell already.
Hi.
Hi, buddy.
I broke my arm.
What? Oh no.
I broke my other one.
You did. Yeah, baby.
My arm.
Okay, come on. Alright, so zombie snack, devil blend. Put these in the fridge, marinate them for a couple hours. Alright, so we're gonna start by turning our burners on. Turn them on about medium low right now. So we have one pot for beans, one pot for rice. We're going to use the flat top for the peppers, onions, meat. And then we have another small pot that we're going to put on the flat top for the little bit of ground beef for the kids. So, okay, so we have our burner turned to about medium low. I put all three on because it's going to heat up the entire flat top. I had a pan for rice, pan for beans, pan for the ground beef. So we're going to get started on that. So let's start the rice because I believe that takes about 25 minutes. 3 3/4 cups of water. This is 2 cups. 1 3/4. Turn that on. Okay. Let that go. And we're going to take our small pan. In there. That's the nice thing about this flat top is you can use it as a flat top for the whole thing, but you can also use it as a burner if needed. So that's exactly what we're doing right now because clearly we don't have enough room for all the pots and pans we're using. So ground beef on, water for rice. We're gonna cut our peppers and onions. Right now, the oil ready. So, okay, so we need onion for our beans. We need onion for our fajita, and then we're gonna cut our peppers. So this is a knife that my husband has specifically made for me for my birthday. It's kind of heavy, but I like it because I have small hands. And I also like the cleaver style. You know, it makes it nice, especially when you're cutting something like onions, peppers, those kinds of things. Meat, I mean, pretty much the only thing you're probably not going to cut with it is like bread. So, alright, so cut an onion for our beans. So we're also going to turn our burner on. Put a little bit of oil in it. Put a little oil in here. So oil. So we got our other onion here. Everybody cuts onion different. There are practical, proper ways to cut onions. So right now we're gonna dice this onion because that's what we need for the pinto beans. The other onion we will actually julienne. So we're going to do half an onion in there for the beans. We're going to take our other half and cut this up for if anybody wants any like extra raw onion on their taco for later. If not, we can always use it in a day or two. Not wasting anything. So this onion, we're gonna cut, we're gonna julienne it for our peppers and onions. So, put that on there. We're gonna cook our vegetables first, just because our meat's not going to take very long to cook. So water's boiling for that. So what we're going to do now is take our rice, literally dump it in, stir. And set your timer for 25 minutes. We're going to turn it down a little bit. Pinto beans. We're going to cut those. This down. Roll. Cooking. Alright, now we're going to cut our onion, our pepper. Not our onion. We already cut our onion. I always cut the top off. I take out the inside like this. I know each person does this different. I do this because it's how I was taught, and I'm just used to doing it this way. I've done it this way in a lot of the places that I've worked. I feel like you waste less, so, you know. We're going to add that right to our onion. It's cooking on the flat top. Oh, it smells so good in here already. Really, really does. Put this down. I'm just going to julienne it. we might not need all of that. Like, I know it cooks down, but I'm not a huge pepper and onion fan. Like, I like onions. My husband likes the peppers more than I do. So, I don't know, might see. I don't think I'm gonna cut that other pepper and onion. Or pepper. I'm gonna save this. So if we don't use it today, we'll use it a different day. So we got that. A little brown. Not completely caramelized or steamed through, but open your can of pinto beans. Dump the whole thing, juice and all. I know some people don't like to use the juice to drain it off. I like to use it for my liquid. I've always done that. Kind of one of those things that it's really hard to change that mindset. Little pepper. I did a little pepper over here as well. A little salt. A little salt over here as well. Don't worry, it's kosher salt. Let that cook for a second. Come over here. We need garlic powder. We need cumin. And then we need our garlic powder, which is right there. You can use fresh garlic too. I mean, obviously, you wouldn't want to use fresh garlic, but, you know. Okay, we're letting that cook down. I'll turn the temperature down on this a little bit, so it's more of like a low. Rice is kind of on a low. You know, make sure you're stirring that every little bit. So we're gonna add some cumin. Just gonna add the rest of it. And then we'll just let that cook down. And then once that gets about halfway, then we'll cook our meat. But we will cook it separate. Okay, so we're gonna pick and chop some of this cilantro. And my husband and I are the only ones that are gonna be eating it, so I don't need a ton. But we'll check the beans. They're doing pretty good. Rice. Make sure you're frequently stirring that. That just about done. Definitely gonna be moving that here in a minute. What, honey? You want what? Okay, hold on. One sec, bud. Alright, so this. I'm gonna drain. Break it up a little bit more. Enough water back in it. Hold on, honey. You're gonna what? Okay, hold on, honey. That. It's gonna cook. Like that. Okay. I'm gonna take this, get that over there. I'm just gonna chop up our little bit amount of cilantro that we need. Don't need a lot. Like I said, kids aren't gonna eat this. Just my husband and I. So just enough for dinner. To finish the beans, I just need just enough cheese to kind of cover the top of it. And stir it in. Oh yeah, look at those beans. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to cook our meat, but we're going to keep it separate. So I'm going to do one here and one in the back. And as you can see, I have our plate set up for when it's done. So, we're going to do the double blend in the back. We're going to do our zombie smoke. Mix up the flavors. Turn that on. Turn the pan on. Not sauce, but just enough. This is done, and the rice is done, beans are done. Shut everything off. Alright, so full preview of everything. Okay, so now that everything is done, we scraped our burner off, wiped it off so it wasn't spicy, and we're just going to turn it back on medium. That was off. Medium. And then just brown some of our tortillas. Alright, so dinner is made. This is a plate with everything on it. Rice, beans, both meats with both sauces and tortillas. And this is my husband's plate with just the meat and peppers, onions, cilantro. So he's going to be our taste tester this time. Okay, go ahead. Warning, it's probably going to be hot. I was coughing when I was making the meat because it was so hot. Good?
Mm. I like that.
Good.
Peppers give it a little bit of a sweetness and
So mild it out a little bit.
mm-hmm.
Awesome. All right. Dinner time.